What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including The Rock breaking character following SmackDown, is Roman Reigns appearing at Elimination Chamber, WWE teasing a new WrestleMania story, CM Punk provides a return timeline, a controversial star returns to wrestling, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at The Rock breaking character following SmackDown. Our top story today takes a look at a wholesome instance of The Rock breaking character following this week's SmackDown. This week's SmackDown was highlighted by The Rock delivering his first official heel promo in over 20 years. The promo had a ton of comedy, yet the Great One was still able to get under the skin of the thousands of fans in attendance. After SmackDown went off the air, The Rock interacted with the fans at ringside, and when he saw one young fan, The Rock instantly went back into babyface mode and broke character by fist bumping the fan. It's incredibly awesome footage, and it's clear that The Rock is loving being back in the WWE bubble. It's unclear when The Rock will next appear on WWE programming, but he is firmly expected to make appearances between now and WrestleMania 40. Next up is Roman Reigns appearing at Elimination Chamber. Roman Reigns has become the talk of the wrestling world yesterday after he dropped a rather interesting video on X. In the video, Reigns would ask his special counsel Paul Heyman where the upcoming Elimination Chamber was located. After Heyman replied Perth, Reigns hilariously asked if he was required to go. Reigns would then ask if Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes were scheduled for this show, and upon finding out that the two were indeed set to appear, Reigns stated, "Somebody better inform them that the only thing coming out of their mouths is when they acknowledge me. Make it happen." The post on X also featured a link to the tickets for the event, and some fans are believing that Reigns may make a surprise appearance on the show. The Make It Happen line is certainly interesting, and WWE using their undisputed champion to promote a show that he's not even set to be on would be an unusual move, so it wouldn't be surprising if Reigns made a last-minute appearance. Some fans are speculating that Reigns could appear to set up the tag team match between he and The Rock versus Rollins and Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. It's been widely reported that this is still the planned match for WrestleMania 40 Night 1, and this will of course see Rollins, Rhodes and Reigns all pull double duty. Next up, WWE teasing a new WrestleMania story. WWE looks to be teasing a new WrestleMania 40 storyline with The Miz. The Miz lost his Elimination Chamber qualifier this week on SmackDown to Logan Paul, and in a post-match interview, the former WWE Champion said he still plans to be at WrestleMania in a top guy position. "You want to go to the chamber because you want a chance, an opportunity at Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's exactly what I want to do. I came up short. Logan showed me things that I didn't realize he had, and did anything he could possibly to defeat me. He did everything. Go behind the ref's back, trying to get the foreign objects in there, everything. I gotta go back and relook everything and figure out what I need to do to get back into the picture that I feel I belong in, and that is the main event. This is the top guy at WrestleMania, so we'll figure it out. Time will tell. Don't lose the confidence. I'm always awesome." And based on The Miz's recent presentation on TV, logic would assume that he'll be teaming with R-Truth to take on the Judgment Day for the tag titles at WrestleMania. However, The Miz outright stating that he's coming for the top position is a compelling line and potentially hints at further character development to follow over the coming months. Next up, is this the biggest chamber match in WWE history? The men's chamber match this year is truly stacked, and as things stand, the match is set to feature Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, LA Knight, Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. Virtually every name in the match is a main event level talent, and according to Kevin Owens in a digital interview, this could be the biggest chamber match in WWE history. This may very well be the biggest chamber event, the biggest chamber match we've ever had as well. It's in Perth, it's going to be in front of thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have been waiting for a PLE in their city, in their country, or on their continent for a very long time. It really does not get bigger than this. WrestleMania is huge, but Elimination Chamber is going to give WrestleMania a run for its money as far as the sheer magnitude of the event and what it means to everybody. Chamber, bring it on. As risky as it is, as dangerous as it is, I'm all in. I'm going to give everything I have. I'm going to leave it all in Perth. What do you guys make of the men's chamber lineup? Do you agree with Owens' comment? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, CM Punk talks The Rock's WWE comeback. When CM Punk left in 2014, he didn't exactly hold back on his feelings that he should have been in the main event position at WrestleMania 29. One of the names that took Punk's place during this time was The Rock, and last night during a UFC show, during an interview with TNT Sports, Punk was openly asked about his thoughts on The Rock returning to WWE, and surprisingly, Punk had nothing but positive comments to make. I think it's fantastic. 10 years ago, I was the guy that was wrestling The Rock when he came back, and now 10 years later, he's coming back, and I think that the landscape has completely changed, right? WrestleMania is 2 nights now, it's even bigger. Him coming back only helps. I will always say high tide raises all ships. So now I'm happy that even though I'm hurt, I'm still gonna kinda be in the mix. My mouth still works, so I'm still gonna be able to talk some trash. I don't know if you saw the kickoff we did in Vegas with Rock and Roman and Seth and Cody. It was a lot of fun, and I hope to just continue that while I'm recuperating, because I can always just talk trash with the best of you. We love that part of it as well. It's the best part. It's what I do. Next up, CM Punk provides a return timeline. During the aforementioned interview with TNT Sports, the wrestling legend discussed this timeline to return, and as expected, it looks like 6 to 8 month recovery time, meaning that Punk should be back in the mix by the summer of this year. You know, fingers crossed, yeah, I was going to headline WrestleMania. Obviously now I'm not, but you know, it's sports. It's what happens to athletes. Mentally, I think it's harder because the physical pain is whatever, but I look at it as just a bump in the road. This is an occupational hazard. It happens, I'll be back, bigger and better. I'm a clumsy idiot. I tore my left triceps about 2 years ago, so the right one was jealous. I'm like an old cobbler car. I'm like a 72 Nova, you know what I mean? We have to change some parts every now and again, so once we fix up all the parts, the engine's still strong, we'll be good to go. We're thinking maybe 6 to 8 months, but I'm not really in a rush to get back to compete. I'm in a rush to get healthy. I'm in a rush to get better. The sooner I do that, the better I'll be when I come back. Next up, an iconic manager wants to return. In the summer of last year, legendary manager Jimmy Hart stated that he would be interested in returning to WWE to manage Pretty Deadly. This revelation from Hart received a positive response from fans, yet WWE never followed up on Hart's pitch. Hart has now doubled down on his wish, and he once again stated during an interview with Sportskeeda that if he returned to WWE in a managerial role, he would like to manage the young team known as Pretty Deadly. We were always a tag team guy. Hart Foundation, I had the Nasty Boys, I had Earthquake and Typhoon, Terry and Dory Funk, Honky Tonk Man and Greg Valentine as Rhythm and Blues, the Rougeau Brothers, the list goes on and on. But there's one tag team if I ever come back to manage again, I like them, the Creed Brothers, but Pretty Deadly. And finally, Velveteen Dream returns to wrestling. Our final story today takes a look at last night's events, which saw the wrestling return of former WWE star Velveteen Dream. Last night, Dream appeared at a Dynasty event in Albany, New York, and the former NXT North American champion interrupted the opening match and issued an open challenge for the main event. In the aforementioned main event, Dream used his WWE music and was said to work the match as a babyface. The controversy surrounding Dream is well documented, and his return to pro wrestling is no doubt going to anger and upset a lot of the fan base. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.